And then you should be a pacifist. He goes, no, you should be a monster.
Lose? I don't lose! I win! I win! That's my job! That's what I do!
Is know that when no one's watching, I work harder than when they're watching.
My name is Thomas Shelby, and today I'm gonna kill a man.
And I was like, time to become a man. Walk forward, peripheral vision, get it. Own yourself, walk forward with more courage, and start becoming the man you want to be instead of acting like it, putting it off.
Bitch, she got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it.
That I turned a person this fucked up into this motherfucker right here. Not off of reading a fucking book off a theorist. Off of going to work on myself and saying, I don't know how to do this, but I know that to get over there to that fucking side, I gotta grind myself into a fucking fine powder.
The action is the juice.
If you give up on your dreams, what do you have left? Nothing. I can't live that way. I have to live on the edge.
Why do we force? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
But, disappointment to me, to win, you gotta lose. To be successful, you gotta have something that's not successful. To be happy, you gotta have disappointment. So I think all of those things have evolved and happened to make me who I am and understand the benefits and the privileges I have for being who I am,
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I tell young men, it's like, find something difficult to do. You need that. You're not built for comfort or pleasure.
You think you can do this to me? King Kong ain't got shit on me!
When the alarm clock goes off in the morning, get up. Don't wait, don't hesitate. When the alarm clock goes off in the morning, get up.
Said, don't worry about next week, next year. Just focus on every 24 hours that you get, And that's done a lot for me, because I think so many of us are, even if the entrepreneur in us is always thinking about next week. If you dealing with a personal trauma, you trying to process it, you focus on that. Everything for me is just 24 hours. So I've been, that's done a lot.
Move on. Straight up, move on. Forget them. They are lying and they are untrustworthy. So move on. Now, sometimes this can be hard, especially if they've somehow tied themselves into your life, especially like, for instance, you get the kids involved in a divorce scenario. You can't move on, but you have to mentally move on. You have to emotionally detach from that human.
Going into combat, going into war, out of the 100 men that go into war, 10 shouldn't even fucking be there. 80 of them are just targets. 10 do most of, or 9 do most of the fighting. 1 is a warrior. And it's a true quote to life. I saw it going through training, I saw it everywhere I went. There's so many people who just show up to life that shouldn't even fucking be around. And there's few people who do all the work. I wanted to be part of that 9, and I'm working towards being that 1.
There's a verse in the Bible that says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So whatever you're thinking about, that's who you will become. Because thoughts lead to actions, actions lead to habits, habits lead to lifestyle.
Growing up, there was this statement, I think it was Pascal, he said, all of man's problems arise because he cannot sit by himself in a room for 30 minutes alone.
I'm wired to, hey mom, I'm gonna get you this, and this. My girl, everybody's got everything. I don't even own a fucking car, and I'm a multi-millionaire. And I say that with pride, because what I was here to do as a man, and men may not even want to hear this. It sounds so barbaric. That's the pride in what you have as a man, is that you see your mom, you see your girl, you see your kids, you see all this shit, you see them doing well. That's all a real man wants.
Yeah, well, Confucius had a great saying that every man has 2 lives, and the second starts when he realizes he has just one.
No, we all are great. We all should think that we're great. There's no reason for you to not think that you're great. If you don't think you're great, ask yourself why. Why don't you think the highest of yourself? When you do, people have no choice but to follow suit.
Would you wake up in the morning if everyone that you love's life depended on it and be like, yeah, well, maybe I should scroll on TikTok for a little while? No, you'd be like, I'm gonna take action immediately. And so it doesn't need to be like a fear of losing everybody, but what's really behind that is like why they're doing it. Like if I give a reflection of anyone who doesn't know Jay, like you're one of the hardest working people I've ever met, but you have a really strong why, right? And that's like one of the best parts about it, where it's like, when I see Jay, I'm like, this guy he has this internal feeling of like, I want to change the world. And you work so hard trying to do it. And that's one of the most beautiful things about you, is like you are wanting to change the world and you have a really strong why to it. And I think that if most people could figure out like, oh yeah, well, I want to do this thing. Why do you want to do it? And my very first one-on-one coach used to say to me, he would say, what's your why? What's your why? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? He would like hammer it home in my head. And I was like, why do you ask this so much? And he would always say, because if your why is strong enough, your how will reveal itself. If you know why you want to do something, how it's going to be done, you'll figure out. It doesn't matter. Things are going to get in your way. There's going to be obstacles. There's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be challenges. There's always going to be moments of like, I don't know if I can do this. But if your why is so strong, it's like, I don't care what comes up in front of me. I'm going to get it done.
You cannot wish for a strong character and an easy life. Each is the price of the other. What if what you're going through isn't hard? What if you're just sensitive?
A blade does not become strong. It does not become tempered until it's been through the fire. Until it's been through the fire several times. And this is just your first or second time through the fire. And there's a lot of hammer work that has to take place.
If you want to win, if you want to become, create, build anything real, you have to learn how to operate through the hard times. That is the separator between people who win and people who don't, okay? People who don't win, every time they get a hangnail, they say, oh, I need 3 days off and a year of therapy to get better. Those people lose, because anything that happens along the way throws them off track.
Hard times create hard men. Hard men create soft times. Soft times create soft men. Soft men create hard times.
What if you do got me boxed in? Then I gotta put you down. Because no matter what, you will not get my way. We've been face to face, yeah. But I will not hesitate. Not for a second.
You're wasting your time. The clock is ticking. Every second that falls through your fingers is a moment you never get back. You are a thief of your own potential, robbing the wrong time, giving your energy to everything except the person who needs it most, you. You scroll, compare, overthink, while your dreams sit there, untouched, collecting dust. Stop watching other people's lives. Live the life you want. Stop feeding distractions. Stop burning hours like they mean nothing. Your time is your fire, and fire dies if you don't protect it. Focus on yourself, on your growth, on your mind, on your discipline, because the world doesn't reward the one who watches. It rewards the one who moves. Your future is being written with every choice you make today. So choose progress, effort, yourself, and don't just wait for time to pass. Make it count. The clock is still ticking, but now it's ticking for you.
If you don't know where you want to go or who you want to be, you eventually just float around and you will eventually crash. And that's why a lot of people are unhappy.
Yeah.
They take drugs, or they drink, or the suicide rates. I think a lot of it has to do because people really don't have as much of a purpose and the mission and the vision and all of the things. The things that drove me from the time I was like 15 years old, it was very clear which direction I want to go.
So many people might have been able to do so many awesome things if they could really do what they wanted to do.
instead of just, following the beaten path.
Bro, if you're succeeding at a life that you hate, imagine how great you'd be at one that you actually enjoyed. That there's so many people that are crushing it and then not fired up for what they do. Imagine how good you could be if you actually woke up on a morning and were excited for what you're about to do.
For me, discipline would be the number of times you can do a punishing behavior without receiving reward.
This is your new life. Take it or leave it. There's no happiness about it. There's no peace behind it. It sucks. It just fucking sucks. And that's the one thing, if I could teach anybody anything, it just fucking sucks. And it's gonna continue to suck. And then one day you get to a special part in your life that it might get a little bit better. But to lose the weight you had to lose, my friend, sorry, it's gonna suck every fucking day.
People forget one thing about me. I used to be you. I used to be a fat guy, a guy that didn't care much, a guy that got D's and F's in school, a guy that blamed other people, a guy that was under mediocre. I wasn't even average. So this is the thing about it. I'm gonna tell you what people don't want to tell you. Why you stop is because you're lazy. It's because you don't mind getting bad grades in school. It doesn't bother you enough to be mediocre, to be average, to sit around and watch people do great things. You don't mind it. So there's your answer. Your answer is you don't care enough about yourself, so you don't stay in the fight. Stay hard.
And it's that old expression, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
So you're in the mental gym too?
All the time.
And what is that?
A lot of visualization.
Okay, so talk me through this. I want as much detail as possible.
Okay. So I work with a hypnotherapist, which I think is very important.
Yeah.
I write stuff down. I have stuff where I can see it. I'll look at that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Even stuff like, I'm just a massive daydreamer.
One day in the gym is basically imperceivable. 2 days in the gym, you don't recognize any change whatsoever. 100 days in the gym, and you're almost a new person.
If you keep going every single day and don't stop, your competition will fall off, bro. These niggas ain't cut like you, bro. They ain't ready for prime time. They ain't trying to really get right. They take days off, this day off, that day off. They lazy, I'm tired. No. Grind every day, one foot in front of the other, bro. And I promise you, I'm gonna be lapping these folks, bro.
85 to 90% of life is just showing up. Show up. If you show up, there's a chance something could happen.
And thinking about it like that has given me this persistent and ever-present scorecard or third party that's like, no one's watching, which means now you have to work, because otherwise you're full of shit.
They say, well, I don't know what to do. It's like, that's okay. Nobody does. Go do something. Do the best thing that you can think of. Put the best plan you have into practice. It's not going to be perfect, and it will change along the way. But it will change partly because you become disciplined pursuing the path. And as you become disciplined, you become wiser. And as you become wiser, you become able to formulate better and better plans. So you can start vaguely and confused and develop a plan that's not so great, and you start to implement it, and then you accrue incremental wisdom as you implement your flawed plan. And that enables you to fix the plan.
You know, one of my favorite quotes is, every day I wake up, I'm one day closer to death. So what you gonna do with the time you got left? It's like, understand that this is our time right now. The moment is now. These moments, we only have the moment. So a lot of us live in the future and a lot of us live in the past. And that's something that we have to get out of the habit of.
But don't be mad. When you're laying there in your fucking bed, and you're in the fucking hospital, and you're 70, 80, 90 years old, you're thinking, man, I feel like I didn't fucking do something. Because you did. You didn't do it. You didn't do shit.
You know, when life throws some shit at us, you're having this baby. You're not choosing not to have this baby. You're going to go through this pain. You're going to go through the suffering. How are you going to choose to show up? Like I was talking about before, there are things out of your control. What's in your control
how can you take that power back into your own hands, and what are you going to take from it? What kind of meaning can you find from taking power out of what you feel powerless in?
Like if that comes along, good. You know, if you have a day where you're comfortable and there's some things around you that give pleasure, have some sense and enjoy it. But don't be thinking that's what your life is aimed at.
He said you should be a monster, you should be ruthlessly ambitious, and then learn how to control it.
And every single one of you can relate to this because this is what's difficult about
closest to getting what you want is always the hardest. It's always the feeling when you're getting ready to, people give up right before they get what they've always wanted to get. People quit and they give up. And I will not be the person who quit